All right, we are ready for Yankees and Mets. And for the Yankees on the mound, it's going to be Tanaka. And we'll look at their lineup. Leading off is Ellsbury. Batting second is Headley. Batting third, Carlos Beltran. Batting fourth, the Babe Ruth. Batting fifth, Mark Teixeira. Batting sixth, Brian McCann. Batting seventh, Stephen Drew. Batting eighth, A-Rod. Batting ninth, Didi Gregorius. For the Mets, leading off is Curtis Granderson. Batting second is Daniel Murphy. Batting third, David Wright. Batting fourth, Yoenis Cespedes. Batting fifth, Lucas Duda. Batting sixth, Michael Kadire and DHing. Batting seventh, Michael Conforto, right? Yes. Batting eighth is Travis d'Arnaud. Batting ninth, Wilmer Flores. And on the mound, the Hall of Famer, Tom Seaver. We are ready to get started. Ellsbury to lead it off for the Yankees. A 2-5. Tom Seaver's righty, 2-5. Grounds out to second. Chase Headley, a 1-6, and he singles. Brings up Carlos Beltran with the man on first. And a 2-5 double. Headley is not going to try to score. So second and third, the Babe Ruth. Seaver not having much luck so far. And it's a 2-2. And he strikes him out. Plus injury, but we are not playing with injuries. So the Babe with a big chance, a big opportunity there. And he strikes out. Seaver strikes him out. Brings up Teixeira, a 5-5. Teixeira's going to be batting left, and he strikes him out. So Seaver comes back in a big way and gets out of a very dicey situation there. With the Babe up and one out. And strikes out Babe and Teixeira to get out of the first. We got Tanaka. Let me get him in the picture. Tanaka on the mound for the Yankees. And it's a 5-6 versus a left-hander, and it's ground out to second. Another lefty, Daniel Murphy. 4-5. And he strikes him out. Brings up David Wright. And a 4-11. 4-11, he walks. Now he's a right-hander, my bad. 4-11, he's a single. Walk, single. He reaches base. Brings up Cespedes with David Wright on first and a 1-6. And he singles with 2 stars. Moves David Wright to third. So first and third for the Mets. And Lucas Duda, a 3-3 versus a right-hander, and he grounds out to first. So 3 unassisted for the third out. So both teams with a little bit of a threat in the first. End up with nothing. Move to the top of the second. That's a 2-6. And he lines out to third. Brings up Stephen Drew. A 1-7. and he strikes out. Alex Rodriguez, a 1-9, and A-Rod gets a hold of one, takes Tom Seaver deep for a solo home run for Alex Rodriguez. Can hear the boos already. Didi Gregorius, 2 down, nobody on. 6-7 versus the left-hander, and he strikes him out. So A-Rod got lucky, got a hold of one. 1-0 Yankees. Michael Kadire to lead it off. A 4-7 versus a right-hander. He strikes him out. Brings up Conforto. 5-6 versus a left-hander. Grounds out to second. Travis D'Arnaud. 1-7. Flies out to left. 3 up, 3 down for Tanaka. The Yankees, we move to the top of the third. Tom Terrific back out there, top of the order for the Yankees. A 1-7 and a split opportunity here. 1-4 is a double. Anything else is a single, it is a single. Leadoff single for Ellsbury. And he may try to steal here. He's an A. It's going to make him a 1-14. He's being held. And a 1 actually it's a 1-13. He's going to go for it. 1-14, and it's a 15. He gets thrown out. Stealing. So Chase Headley with 1 out and a 2-3. He grounds out to the pitcher. Brings up Carlos Beltran. 1-8. And he walks. Beltran's reached twice today, and that's going to bring up the babe. The man on. And a 4-8 versus the left-hander is a walk. So maybe a intentional walk to share a first and second with 2 down. A 2-2 versus a right-hander is a home run. 3-run shot. And the Yankees are getting to Tom Seaver as Teixeira hits a 3-run homer and now makes it a 4-0 Yankee lead. Brings up Brian McCann, nobody on. 6-10 versus the left-hander. Ground ball to shortstop X. Flores is a 4. Not good, but he makes the play. For the third out. 3 runs though, 4-0 Yankees. Move to the bottom of the third. 9-1-2. A 1-5. 1-5 is a single for Flores. Leadoff single. Brings up Curtis Granderson. And a 1-10. Ground ball to second base B. It's going to be a fielder's choice. Flores is thrown out. So Curtis Granderson now at first. One away, a 1-10. Ground ball to third base, B. Again, another fielder's choice. As he is thrown out 5-4 for the second out. Brings up David Wright. Daniel Murphy's on first. 4-6 versus a right-hander, and he strikes him out. So 4-0. Top of 4. 1-6. And he pops out to second. Tom Seaver trying to hang in there. 3-6. He's getting all these results off the batter's cards. 3-6. Grounds out to second. And Didi Gregorius, a 2-2. And he grounds out to the pitcher. Seaver makes the play to get out of the inning. Tanaka and the Yankees back out on the field. Yoenis Cespedes, bottom of 4, 5-2. Versus a right-hander. He flies out to left. Brings up Lucas Duda. 3-6. Flies out to center field. Kadire with 2 away, nobody on, a 1-7. And it's a single. Single for Kadire, so 1 on, 2 down. Michael Conforto, 3-8. And he strikes out. Tanaka cruising right along. Seaver trying to keep it close here. 4-0 Yankees. Top of the order. Ellsbury, 4-3. Where's the left-hander? That's going to be a single. Ellsbury's going to try to steal again. He's a A stealer. Makes him a 1-15. He's being held on. That makes him a 1-14. Or 1-13. And so the catcher's arm is a 0. So it's a 1-13. And he makes it this time. Stolen base for Ellsbury. So man on second. And a 6-6 for left-hander. Ground ball to second base, A. And Ellsbury will hold. Carlos Beltran, a 3-6. 3-6 versus a right-hander. He strikes out. Two down now, man on second. Babe Ruth up. Be careful. 4-3 versus a left-hander. It's a single right. 4-3 versus a left-hander. Single to right. And Ellsbury is going to try to score. He's a 1-17. Granderson is a +2 arm. So basically, if he doesn't get a 20, he scores. So it's an RBI single for the Babe. And he moves to second on the throw home. Actually, they're going to, yeah. Actually, they just let him score, trying to hold Babe to a single. So I shouldn't even have gone through all that. 6-7. 6-7 against a left-hander. Strikeout. Struck him out. That'll do it. 1 run for the Yankees, though. 5-0 now. We move to the bottom of the 5th. Tanaka just cruising right along. 5-7 versus the right-hander is a fly out to center field. Wilmer Flores, 2-5. Grounds out to third. And Curtis Granderson with 2 away, a 6-10 versus the left-hander. He strikes him out. So we move to the top of the 6th. 5-0 Yankees against Tom Seaver and the Mets. 5-11 versus the left-hander, and he lines out to first. Stephen Drew, a 2-8. 2-8 versus the right-hander. He walks. Brings up A-Rod. He homered in the 2nd. And a 6-9 versus the right-hander. Ground ball to shortstop. Flores is a 4. Not good. 7. 7 and a 4 is a ground ball C. So he gets A-Rod at first for the second out. And Drew moves to second. The man on second, and Didi Gregorius, the batter. 6-8. There's a left-hander. He flies out to center field. That'll do it for the Yankees in the 6th. And we move to the bottom of the 6th. Still 5-0 Yankees. Daniel Murphy. 3-10. And there's a leadoff single. Brings up David Wright with a man on first. 5-3. 5-3. Fly ball to left field X. That's Babe Ruth out there. He's a 2. And a 2. Is a single, 2 stars. So Murphy moves to third. Now it's first and third. And nobody out. One more hitter walk and Tanaka will have to come out. A 1-6. 1-6 is a single with 2 stars. So brings home Murphy. RBI. First and third with nobody out. And the Yankees will be going to the bullpen. Timeout. So the Yankees are going to bring on Justin Wilson, the left-hander. And he's got first and third, nobody out. And Lucas Duda, the batter. 4-4 Versus a left-hander, ground ball to shortstop X. Gregorius is a 1. And a 6. That's a ground ball A. So it's a double play, 6. Two outs, but David Wright will score. So now we have nobody on and 2 down for Michael Kadire. And a 1-8. Versus the left-hander is a single. Single for Kadire. Man on first with 1 away, Conforto the batter. 2 away. 5-5. Versus the left-hander is a fly out to left. And that'll do it, but the Mets pick up 2 runs in the 6th. Make it a 5-2 ball game. And Tom Seaver will come back out to face the top of the order, Jacoby Ellsbury. He's giving him fits today. What was that? It was a 3, wasn't it? 3-6. Rounds out to second. Chase Headley, a 1-3, hit by pitch. So man on, Carlos Beltran. Mets looking for that double play ball, 6-4. 6-4 versus a lefty. Fly ball center field, X. Cespedes is a 3, and that is a 2. And that is a double with 2 stars for Beltran. And now we have second and third, and the babe will get intentionally walked to load him up for Teixeira. Switch hitter. 2-7. No. 2-7. 1-5 is going to be a grand salami. It's an 8. So it is a double for Teixeira. That will bring home 2 runs. That's going to be all for Tom. Terrific. 5 RBIs for Teixeira. And it's men on second and third with 1 out, timeout, as the Mets go to the bullpen. And the Mets bring on the left-hander Sean Gilmartin. He will face Brian McCann with runners at second and third. It's a 5-2. Ground ball to second base A. Infield is in. Ground ball to second base A. Runner on third holds. So 4-3 with second out, and they keep the runners at bay. So 2 down, second and third. Stephen Drew on a 3-11 versus the left-hander as a ground out to second. So Gilmartin comes in, gets them out of the inning. 2 more runs for the Yankees. Make it 7-2 as we move to the bottom of the 7th. And Justin Wilson will come back out. Travis D'Arnaud. A 5-5 versus a left-hand or right-hander. He strikes him out. Brings up Wilmer Flores, righty lefty, 6'10". He flies out to center, or center field X, sorry. Center fielder is Ellsbury, he's a 2 and a 10. I have to check an error, possible error. He's a 0, so 10. He makes the play. Brings up the top of the order, Curtis Granderson. Lefty-lefty matchup, a 5'11". Struck him out. We'll move to the 8th. And Sean Gilmartin will come back out for the Mets. He's got A-Rod to lead it off, a 4-5. There's a right-hander, he strikes him out. And a 4-8. Where's the left-hander? Didi Gregorius, 1-9 is a double. It's a 15, that's a single. Brings up top of the order, Jacoby Ellsbury. And a 5-3 versus a left-hander. Right field X, right fielder. Granderson is a 2 and a 13. And he is a 6. That's a 3. That's a 2-base error. 2-base error on Granderson does not help things at all. Second and third, though. Second and third now. Chase Headley with 1 out. He'll be batting right-handed. 6'3". Ground ball pitcher X. Pitcher is a 4. Sean Gilmartin is an 8. I'll need to check. He's an error. Rating of 0. So it's a ground ball A. I mean, the pitcher's in all the time, isn't he? So runners are going to have to hold. It's a ground ball to the pitcher. With the second out. So 2 down. Now on second and third. Got to get this guy. You don't want Babe coming up with the bases loaded. 5-7. Batting right. Ground ball to second base X. Daniel Murphy is a 4 and a 13. And he makes the play. So that was a big out right there. With the Babe looming in the on deck circle. So move to the bottom of the 8th. There's going to be a pitching change for the Yankees. Timeout. So Dylan Betances will come on for the Yankees in the bottom of the 8th. Got Daniel Murphy to lead it off. A 1-12. And he lines out to second. And David Wright, a 6'7" versus a right-hander, strikes him out. Anything off Betances' card is going to be tough sledding. 210. But not this one. A 210. Yoenis Cespedes turns one around. It is gone. Solo shot for Cespedes. As he turns Betances around. But it's just 1 run. Lucas Duda, 1-6 versus a right-hander. That's a double. Back-to-back hits for the Mets. The Yankees aren't too worried yet. A 6-6 versus a right-hander, and that is a strikeout. But 1 run on the solo homer from Cespedes makes it a 7-3 ball game. 7-3. And Sean Gilmartin back out on the mound for the Mets. Face the Babe. 1-7. Lefty, and 1-10 is going to be a home run. 11-20 is a double. It is a 4. So the Babe gets that run right back. A solo shot of his own. So brings up Teixeira. 6. I gotta quit doing that. 6-7. 6-7 versus a right-hander, and he strikes him out. Yeah, 2-8. 2-8 versus a lefty is a walk. Another lefty, Stephen Drew. Yankees are getting their own, the batter's cards rolls quite a bit. 2-4. And a 1-11 is a home run. 12-20 is a double. It is a double with no stars. And McCann was on first. I don't think he's going to try to score. So 1 out, men on second and third. And there has going to be a pitching change for the Mets. Timeout. So Addison Reed will come on. Men on second and third. A-Rod, the batter. A 6-8. It's a right-hander. Ground ball to second base, X. Daniel Murphy's a 4. And a 14. And he makes the play. It's a ground ball C. Runners advance 1 base. Actually, infield would be in. Runner on third holds. Other runners advance. So with the infield in, the runners have to hold. Now they can move back. Brings up Didi Gregorius, 2 away, 5-8 versus a left-hander, 5-8. 1-12 is a double. And it's a 3. It is a double for Gregorius. Scores 2 runs. Two RBIs. The Yankees pouring it on now. Man on second with 2 down. 2-6. There's a right-hander is a walk. Brings up Chase Headley, batting left. A 1-5 versus a right-hander is a single. First and second with 2 down. Trying to get that elusive third out. Carlos Beltran. 3-10. And they finally get it. A ground out to second. The Yankees bat around in the 9th. And get 3 runs out of the deal. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 to 3 Yankees. And there'll be a pitching change for the Yankees. Timeout. So Andrew Miller will come on for the Yankees. Try to finish this game out. And a 6-11. versus the left-hander. It's a strikeout. Six, 8 versus the right-hander, and he walks him. Brings up Wilmer Flores with a 1 on, 1 out, 5-10. Ground ball to third base, X. Chase Headley's a 3. That's a 6. And we'll have to check for a possible error. He's a 25. That's a 10. 25 is a 10 is a ground ball A. So that will do it. That's a double play. 5-4-3. 5-4-3 double play. That ends the ball game, and the Yankees win it going away 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10-3. I'll be back with the totals in just a minute. All right, so looking at the totals, Yankees 10 runs, 14 hits, no errors. Mets 3 runs, 10 hits, and 1 error. Tanaka 5 innings, 5 strikeouts, no walks, no home runs. That's always helpful. Look at the batting totals, a lot of 2 for 5, 2 for 5, 2 for 5, 2 for 3, 2 for 5 to Shera, 5 RBIs. Everybody got a hit but McCann. That's going to score you a lot of runs. For the Mets, Seaver, 6 1/3, 6 strikeouts, 4 walks, 2 home runs, 9 hits. Kept trying to see if he could right the ship but could not do it. And batting totals, Mets got 10 hits. Just couldn't score the runs. 3 for 4 for Cespedes, 2 RBIs. But just couldn't string them together enough to get the runs going, and the Yankees will advance. So it's Yankees and Cubs in the second round of the winners bracket, and the Mets. And we'll play the Cardinals in the first round of the losers bracket. So that's the way the bracket looks as of now. The next game will probably be the Royals and Dodgers. Yeah, I think I'll play the losers bracket. Losers bracket game next. Royals and Dodgers will be next. So that'll be coming up. Until then, I will see you then. Take care and God bless.